he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important.
Oh, he's got some space.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Oregon's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. The RPO, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Takes the handoff. It's Booth. Inside the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football.
Turning it on. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, and then he's still going. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Dawkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And they're not on the same page there.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, they're after him. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big...
Makes a grab past the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Back to pass. Using the quick game. All kinds of room to the right. The 40 just keeps moving.
Some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Bobo. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And here comes the offense on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Glass. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Ducks will have it first and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Under fire. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Fires to the tight end. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Terrapins will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bobo. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll open the second half with a run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll toss it to the left. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Glass. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking for the score. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And the Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long, trying to get it in. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Oregon. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Dawkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. And he's got it out for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end now in motion. On the move, it's Griffin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Complete to the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Hard from the back.
Spreading the ball around everyone, getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
And now taking over with my
So
team.
first down will open up the final period.
What you know, gotta get 20.
Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle the game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They're working that left side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop it just a bit short. And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just...
Breaks into the open. Brings him down at the 48. It's a
Get
gain
on
of
my
15 and a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense.
Right now, bro. Where are you going?
We're trying to throw the wide receiver
That's
screen to
right
pick
now,
up that
bro. Where
first
are you
down, but the
going?
defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Creates a little room. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off.
Hauls it in the
You
first
can't find no one better than me.
I but it was too late to keep them from
Talking
getting the
about
first
fucking
down.
again. After you said we're not fucking again. Never say never, just say what it is. I think we need some insurance on it. When it ain't an accident. So when we bring out the racks again, this was sons of savages. Damn, how many days we been? Something different than genuine. We have to get Charlie by.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
This guy's been running hard all game long in the fourth quarter now with that last run. He's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs
I
covet.
swear I wanted you back then. Waiting on you like a back end. You got this fucking no cap ends.
Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. And excellent
Can't do the shit that you're doing to me. All that nights you sliding right. So them niggas is doing to you. That's the same doing to me. You in the city and made up with him, and I'm on the road with no one to see. There's no way.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
You
Quarterback
think
may
I'm
change this
better than
round.
me?
They'll run the toss.
I tried. Fucking it, all you ain't talking again. I do saying I'm fucking again.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against
The
because
man
of their
enough to
speed.
tell
We
you
saw
was
in that
wrong.
last play
Man
their
enough to
ability to
put
go
it in the
sideline to
song.
sideline.
For the
When
word
the
is
point of
said.
attack is they
Man
shut down
enough.
that speed.
Man enough to make that.
Because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the
There's
big
so much
bodies.
to
So
say
there's
that.
not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back.
Stomach
He gets out there
bone.
faster. Got a
Get my
positive
big
game.
bag.
Still a couple plays here left too.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
That's just so embarrassing.
And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
That one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, board.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are
I'm
thinking,
the one
"Listen,
you
it's
wish
a
for when you're married.
Why are you going for it on the 40? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double?
Married.
That's because this coach wants his
I'm the
guys
one
to
you
keep
wish
executing.
for.
I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing.
I'm the one that you wish
Backups are on the
for.
field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let him.
There he goes. The 40. The 20. Touchdown,
Well, I miss you more.
and once he found open space, the band might
Like
as
the
well
kitchen
start
blood.
playing.
And a nice
He
touchdown.
was really more. If you shoot was on the other boy, and you would have been the really war. Since you know I got a sore spot for you, just turn into a civil war. All this hitting you, bogus fucking for niggas to play me 6-4. I believe that's a really weird since game last night. He didn't score. I gotta say a little more. Still got for it's fucked up, but he's wrong once. It's like a bitter
And
boy.
this is why you
Why
put
you
your
act
hands
like
team
just
on
because
the
I
field
was
most
the
of the
shit
time. You, when you know
for
it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers possessions of the football. The first
And I
guys, what
don't
do? They
I
go
mean,
block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football,
we
secure
try
it,
to
get your
make
man
their
on the ground.
big
And
work
most of the
out.
time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Ducks can play this second down a
These
lot of
people
ways
like
with just
me.
a few yards to go. Back to the ground with the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show
Treat all
for
nice
that
like you're
run.
over winners. Three other girls that fuck other winners. If they send down, standing on business. Standing on business. Standing on business. Standing on business.
The Ducks are at the line looking
I'm trying to fuck all the bitches that look like my ex. I'm too complex to carry a whole lot of gold on my neck. You talking down, like putting in the late. Capital type shit. Hey.
Snap from the gun on third down. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop, but that
Shot him
first
in
down
daylight.
ought to ice it, and
Shot
they
him in
should be
daylight.
able to kneel this
Shot
one
him in
out.
daylight.
They get the timeout, and the
Shot
clock
him in daylight.
begins 3 seconds.
Shot him in daylight.
And after this play,
Shot him
the
in daylight.
cake will be baked.
She was a jungle, she brought a body. I was in there when they caught a body. CBS think I brought a body. Engineer said I brought a body. Take more than one pops body. Them niggas talk about everybody. So wait till hell they got somebody in the what?
Let's build. Let's create
Like
momentum.
what's in your shoes? We talking niggas. Like what's in your wrist? We talking niggas. Like anyone we having niggas. We come here fuck. We dropping niggas. Like every time we rapping niggas. It's in good. I'm gonna watch the niggas in the
Over
what?
these last two games, it hasn't
You
always
grabbing
been
and killing
easy.
me, leaving a note. She broke up with him and deleted a post. She said she was leaving, she
They
in
were
the
able to
post.
step
What?
up, make the plays
I'm using
necessary.
hard. I know how I look. Don't take
Very,
it
very
straight.
impressive.
You know what? Choke.
Thanks
Very
so
good.
much
Look.
for spending some time with us. For David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm
Shot him
Rick
in
Davis.
daylight.
This has been
Shot
another
him in daylight. Shot him in daylight.